Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So 40-year-old Florida man and Army veteran Stephen Miles is a member of the Proud Boys. He's also a gay porn actor who goes by the stage name of Sergeant Miles. So I wonder if the Proud Bigots knew about his day job. They're not the biggest fans. Just put it that way. Anyway, on January 6th, Miles marched to the Capitol with the Proud Boys. They did that hours before Donald Trump's speech ended. So there's no illusion that they were there to watch Trump's speech. Miles was wearing a shirt, by the way, that said, "Trump 2020, fuck your feelings." And he was present when the Proud Boys led that charge at Peace Circle during that very first violent breach of the Capitol grounds. So the mob, including Miles, overran the officers at that location. They chased the police to the next defensive line. They were on the West Plaza, and they were tearing down barricades. And then Miles and his co-defendant, plus other people, advanced further onto the plaza, and they ended up assaulting officers. It started off as a verbal confrontation, and then it escalated to a physical attack. So Miles attempted to punch the police, and the police finally had to spray the crowd with chemicals to stop them from attacking them. So Miles retreated to wash out his eyes, and then he was helping other people wash out their eyes. But instead of taking the hint and saying, maybe I shouldn't be here, he helped to facilitate the breach of the Capitol. After recovering from the pepper spray, Miles and his co-defendant made their way onto the Upper West Terrace, and then he used a piece of lumber to smash in a window next to the Senate wing door. His fellow Proud Bigot, you might remember, had smashed in the other window on the other side of the door just 2 minutes earlier. And so people jumped through that window, people kicked open the doors from the inside, they allowed everybody in. So after Miles shattered the second window, Miles was seen jumping in the window himself. He was the second person to climb into the building through that opening, through that window that he had just broken. So Miles and his co-defendant headed down towards the Senate chamber. Fortunately, they ran into a police line and they were escorted out of the building. So that was only 3 minutes after they entered. So he was not inside for very long. The FBI interviewed him after they charged him with crimes, and they say he repeatedly lied to the agents about what he did that day. And when they confronted him with the photos of his actions, and no, actually you did go in the Capitol, no, actually you were violent, all of a sudden Miles asked for an attorney. So Miles was arrested on April 12th of 2022, and he was indicted on charges of civil disorder, assaulting officers, destruction of government property, entering a restricted building or grounds, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, 2 counts of physical violence, one of which included a dangerous weapon enhancement, and parading or demonstrating in a Capitol. Miles pleaded guilty to the assault charge, and that was in October of 2023. So he was looking at up to 8 years in prison, 3 years of probation, and $250,000 in fines. However, the prosecutor requested a sentence of only 30 months in prison, 3 years of probation, and $2,000 in restitution. In the government sentencing memo, they gave Miles credit for his military service. They said he received a Purple Heart. That was after he suffered a gunshot wound. Also, he had 7 traumatic brain injuries during his deployment. He was apparently in Iraq. And they mentioned that he has several health issues, mental health issues, including PTSD. Some of them they attribute to his military service, but they also noted that he had a, quote, tragic childhood. And the government said, while we give him credit for that, he should have known better than to attack the Capitol. Based on his experience in the military, based on the oath he took, he should have known better more than anyone else. And the prosecutor also pointed to the fact that he has 2 previous misdemeanor convictions for driving under the influence. Unfortunately, Miles had one of the weakest judges around. U.S. District Judge Gia Cobb presided over Miles' case, and when all was said and done, she sentenced Miles to only 2 years in prison, 1 year of probation, and $2,000 in restitution. I typically blame the prosecutor for not requesting more time, but it wouldn't have made a difference. Honestly, with this judge, she was one of the worst district judge choices that Biden made. The one and only bright spot in the story is that Miles has been out on pretrial release, so he will now start serving his prison term. So he will definitely be locked up during the next presidential election and for some time afterward. All right, I will let you know when I hear more. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. And please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Really helps with the algorithm and really helps to get more eyeballs on all of this. If you can donate, truly appreciate it. Love you guys. Take care. Talk with you soon.